Hey everybody, how you doing? It is like the 28th of December and I have been for a nice little walk with Buster because Buster's still in rehabilitation, so I've had to just do a very short gentle walk with him, but it's the first walk that I've managed to do in weeks. I did have a little trouble breathing because it's very cold outside. I was wrapped up super warm, I was in a big quilted coat and stuff, but you can probably hear I'm still out of breath now, and that was just, I've been back probably half an hour. This is what COVID does to you long term, I'm afraid. It affects your breathing and people don't realise this. I had COVID in March and this is now December and I still feel like this. Anyway, let's get away from that kind of talk because that's like all Nelly negative and all that kind of stuff. We don't want to do that. No, we don't want to do that. Now, I just wanted to jump on because I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions and when people feel the need to change, and when they feel that need, they're putting extra pressure on themselves. Now, I am going to make a New Year's resolution this year. However, my New Year's resolution is to look after my mental health better. Now, this is not a weight loss goal where I'm pressuring myself with a scale every week. This is not I'm going to join a gym or exercise multiple times and then by February be fed up with it. Well, talking about exercise because obviously gyms are shut at the moment, but putting the pressure on yourself to achieve things that are not necessarily attainable right now is just putting extra pressure on your mental health. And I think we've all had a year of it already without adding more pressure to ourselves. I think that our New Year's resolutions, if we are planning to make any this year, should be things that are not going to make you feel like a crock of shit if you don't manage to do it, if you don't hit a goal weight by whatever. Now, I'm not saying don't try and live a healthy life or don't try and improve your fitness. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying is don't make resolutions that add extra pressure to an already pressurised lifestyle. Now, me personally, in January last year, I did a video about how I wanted to improve my health over the year. And I must admit that for the first sort of 7 months of the year, I lost a shed load of weight. I'm talking over 2 stone. And then I gained about a stone of that back on. Now, I'm not looking at it as a negative. Do you know what? I'm going, wow, I'm a stone less than I was this time last year. And that's fine. That's fine because I'm learning to understand me and my body and pressure and how it affects me. I've been through quite a year with one thing or another, and I'm not going to talk about other people within my personal life that, things that I've dealt with, but considering that in March itself I went down with COVID and was really ill with it, and it took me, my breathing is still not fully recovered and I still have to use an inhaler, which I never used before. However, I was so ill for so long and I still managed to kind of get myself to a more healthier weight and a more healthier level of fitness for a while. And then as the year wore on, extra pressure was put on me in other parts of my life and it all turned to crap and it affected my mental health, and I went into a real deep depression. And that's not something I've spoke about on any of my weekly vlogs, but it has taught me a lesson that we only have one life, and there's enough people out there being unkind and making you feel like shit without you doing it to yourself. So I think this year's resolutions should be about self-love, self-care, taking the time to understand yourself and what life means to you and what you'd like to achieve. I'm not saying don't have goals, but what's realistic and what mainly is going to make you happy. So that's why I'm going to work on my mental health this year. And to work on my mental health, that means that I need to make sure that I do things that make me happy, such as doing my YouTube channel. And Scott bought me a ukulele for Christmas because I said to him I would really like to try and learn how to play that. So, you know, if I'm not a brilliant ukulele player by the end of this year, I'm not going to be mad at myself, but I'm just going to have fun along the way. And that's what taking care of my mental health means to me. So I hope you guys, when you're thinking about your New Year's resolutions this year, consider your mental health. With that, lots of love. Bye bye.